Welcome to another live stream from the Astro Room. We are live with the almost half moon, pretty much the half moon right now, through a smart telescope. This is the Seestar S50. Thank you for all of you that are joining me on this live stream. And we have some clouds that might come in the way, hopefully not. But we are coming off an incredible aurora borealis that happened recently in so many different parts of the world. I was live streaming that as well. And I hope you enjoyed this live stream as well, that we're doing the moon now. It is a beautiful, beautiful moon because it's the half moon. It's actually one of the best times to see the half moon through a telescope. One of the best times to see a moon, that is, through a telescope or through binoculars, is when you have the half moon, folks, because you can actually more easily discern the craters and, believe it or not, the mountains on the moon. Thank you to those of you that are just joining. As I mentioned, we are coming off an incredible aurora borealis, and I've been live streaming the sun lately to monitor the insane sunspots that the solar storm that was creating the aurora borealis. So thank you for joining me. I am live streaming the moon right now through the one and only smart telescope, the Seestar S50. The chat is live and ongoing, so feel free to chat with me there. And for those of you that are just barely joining me for the first time, and you find live smart telescope viewing, deep space views valuable, hit the subscribe right now for me. Hit the like button if you're enjoying this stream, and feel free to engage with me in the chat. And feel free to ask me questions. But we've got the moon live right now. It's the half moon, the beautiful half moon. And thanks for joining me on this awesome, beautiful Tuesday night. And let me know where you're watching from. Also, I have some exciting news. Maybe I'll wait for more and more people to continue coming on. Looks like we've got some more coming on, but I've got some exciting news about the aurora borealis that you're gonna want to hear, because as a teaser, it's not over yet, and I'll let you know why. So thank you for joining me, and I've got some exciting topics about the solar storm that we just had, the aurora borealis and northern lights. So make sure you subscribe if this is your first time and you enjoy space and the universe and the cosmos. I'm bringing the cosmos down to earth. I'm bringing space down to earth for you guys through a live telescope right now. We're looking at the moon. And check it out. As I was saying, the moon is one of the best times to look at it when it's a half moon, because through a telescope or through binoculars, if you go outside right now and you have clear skies, you should be able to see the half moon. But it's even more amazing through binoculars or through a telescope, as I have it right now, because with the half moon you can see more of the craters. And I'm gonna zoom in. We're gonna do some awesome zoom ins. So check it out, this smart telescope. If you're curious about it, there's links in the description where you can also learn more about this telescope. And my channel is dedicated to smart telescopes, in particular this one, the Seestar S50 smart telescope. So if you'd like this telescope, if you're interested in learning more about it and how you can watch deep space, the moon, deep space objects in our own solar system, check it out in the link in the description. Also, if you're finding this live stream valuable of the moon is live right now, folks. This is real through a telescope. The moon is live. And if you're finding it valuable, hit me with some likes and subscribe. And thank you for joining me on this stream. But like I said, I'm going to have some news for you guys regarding the northern lights. You're not going to believe it, but it's possible that it may not be over yet. because the Space Weather Prediction Center, NOAA, NOAA, has mentioned today on their Twitter, I'll show it to you guys, on their X page, formerly known as Twitter, now known as X, they mentioned that the Aurora Borealis, the solar storm at least, might come back around. So let's see if we're gonna get another insane, awesome, northern lights again that we just experienced recently all over the world. If you were able to see the northern lights, let me know. And also let me know where you're watching from. Welcome everyone. And those of you, I see some of you that are there on the chat, some of you that have been a long time following me, thank you for joining me tonight. I know it's late. It is barely, as you can see there, for me in Southern California, it's 8:35 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So it is just barely getting dark, or it's now officially dark. It's now officially dark here. But yeah, let me know where else you guys are watching from. Thank you for joining me on this stream, folks. And all right, so I've got some news for you guys. I'm gonna pull it up, see if I can pull it up here. And so the NOAA, which is the Space Weather Prediction Center, has given us some exciting news today, actually earlier today, that really flipped me out and got me excited to, I can't wait if we're gonna get to see the northern lights again, guys. And I wanna put it on the screen for y'all so you can see it. Let me pull it up. There was okay, here we go. Let's see if I can pull it up for you guys. Here you go. I have it right there on the screen. So basically, and I'm gonna zoom in. Basically what they're mentioning, folks, while I have the live moon right now, the moon is live right there. That's my telescope with the moon. But let me show this really briefly, folks. So what they're saying regarding the northern lights and Aurora Borealis, if you saw them, it's in particular at an area where you had never seen the northern lights ever before, let me know in the live chat. But what I want to say is that what the Space Weather Prediction Center has said today is that the sunspot region, the solar storm region, which is 3664, that was responsible for the northern lights and the Aurora Borealis all over the world, and the insane majestic views that we got of it, even from light polluted cities in London and Miami, places in Arizona, in Houston, Texas, and stuff like that. What they're saying is that if it holds together, we could see that region of the solar storm of the sun, that sunspot or sunspots huge storm, regions 3664, rotate back onto the visible side of the sun in about 2 weeks. So how exciting is that? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Are you guys, yes, this is the Seestar S50 smart telescope, but are you guys excited about that? Are you guys excited that it's possible that we might get this round again of the northern lights, according to the Space Weather Prediction Center? From what they continue to monitor the sun as always, and it's very possible that in 2 weeks, if the solar storm holds together, the sun obviously, right, it rotates, it orbits, and if it comes, it's possible that it could come back around if it holds together, and we might, my assumption is that means that we might get to see the northern lights again. I'm excited. Check out the moon, guys. I have it live right now. It looks like we've got a lot of cloud coverage. Hopefully we can hold out this stream a little bit longer as we continue to, look at the moon live. And Enjoy it. There's a lot of clouds. There's a lot of clouds coming in. I'm super zoomed in. Let's zoom out just a little bit. But it's looking absolutely beautiful, the moon tonight. And yeah. Thank you for all you watching. It looks like yo también hablo español. Looks like we have someone from Mexico. Yo hablo español. Si me quieren hablar en español en el chat, yo también puedo responder preguntas en español. So yeah, feel free to talk to me in Spanish. I speak Spanish as well. Bienvenidos a todos. Thank you for joining me while we live stream the moon. Yes, so from what I'm hearing you guys say there in the chat, yeah, the Northern Lights, for many people, it was like their first time ever in their life to see the Northern Lights. And if you've been watching my live streams when I was monitoring the sun during that, during these episodes we've had of Northern Lights, I've been monitoring the sun, doing live streams of the sun. So if you want to see stuff more of that, because I'm telling you, if in 2 weeks we're gonna get the Northern Lights again, I'm gonna live stream for sure the sun, and we're gonna monitor that activity. So subscribe if you're enjoying this, if you find this valuable, if you want to continue seeing live telescope views, live deep space views. So what I wanted to say is for so many people, the Northern Lights was like the first, when it happened this, recently, over this past weekend, it was the first time for many, many people. And if it was your first time, let me know in the chat. Let me get my moon a little bit more in focus there. But yeah, so for many people, it was their first time seeing it. And not just that, folks, I might be losing my moon for a minute there because of the clouds. Hopefully the clouds will move out of the way. I'm trying to autofocus. But what I wanted to say was that for many people, this was their first time seeing it. And to be honest, a lot of people have spent thousands of dollars. If you watched my last live stream, I was mentioning that people have spent thousands of dollars to travel to Iceland and Alaska to see the Northern Lights, and sometimes not even able to catch a glimpse. But they saw it in their backyard in Phoenix, Arizona, or Houston, Texas, right? Or Southern California recently. So that's just incredible. So let's stick around and see. I'm going to continue monitoring to see if we can get another round of these Northern Lights. That's going to be spectacular. So yeah. Let's hope that we can see them again. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, looks like the clouds kind of parted a bit there, so we're able to get the moon back in a better view. Again right now. And if you're just now joining and it's your first time, feel free to subscribe. Let me know that you want to see more content like this of live telescope views. And from what I had heard too, guys, there might have been, it was predicted that there might have been Northern Lights today, Aurora Borealis today as well. However, from the Space Weather Prediction Center doesn't really say, or expect it to actually show up again tonight. So, that kind of surprised me, but all over the news I was seeing it, but nothing is certain with that. So, and I don't think anybody's really said they've been seeing anything today. Back into my scope. It looks like I got disconnected for a minute there. Hopefully it won't do that again. Zoom into the moon. Yeah, so check it out, guys. One of the best times to see the moon is when it's a half moon. One of the best times to see it with binoculars or through a telescope, because you can discern better the craters of the moon. So yeah. And yes, I'm seeing what you're saying there in the chat. So when the sunspot was visible, you could see it through the solar eclipse glasses, and that's actually what I was saying in the live stream as well when I was monitoring the sun activity. That before I even went live with the sun, monitoring, you know, the storm and the sunspot, I put on my eclipse glasses and looked directly at the sun with the glasses on, of course, and you could see the major storm, the big one. There's several sunspots, but the one that you could really see with the eclipse glasses was the big one, that big region that has been the cause of the northern lights, and it was pretty cool. So I was recommending everyone, you know, a few days ago while I was live streaming the sun, that through the telescope, I was live streaming through, you know, the same thing, the sun during the daytime with the telescope and monitoring that storm. And, you know, if you have solar eclipse glasses, use them. Don't just wait for the solar eclipse to come around and use your solar eclipse glasses. You want to use them, you can use them whenever you want, really, to look at the sun, right? You know, as long as they're not punctured or they don't have any tear and they're in good condition, they're ISO certified and so forth. You know, you want to look at the sun, put on your solar eclipse glasses and go outside when it's a clear day. And even better, if you're curious how the sun looks through a smart telescope, check out my other streams, live streams that I've done, other videos on this channel, where I show, where I've been showing the sun live and monitoring it. Yeah, it's really incredible. So, yep, we've got the Seestar S50. I'm gonna put it in the chat there. Some people wondering what kind of telescope this is. I'm gonna put it in the chat. The Seestar S50 Smart Telescope. Guys, we've got so much clouds are coming in. Clouds are coming in. Oh my goodness. Hopefully they'll move out of the way little by little, and we can enjoy the majestic views of the moon a little better. But yeah, it's coming in strong. Is anybody watching by any chance from the UK or the EU or South America by any chance? I'm curious. Let me know. We're hoping the clouds will clear right now so we can get a better view of the moon. Thank you guys for joining. Those of you just joining, looks like there's a lot more people joining right now. We are looking at the moon live through a telescope. It's getting super cloudy. So let me check my camera outside to look at my scope. Actually, I can show it to you guys. There we have it. That's my telescope out there. I can zoom in. And I've got a container beside it because I'm trying to block the wind from hitting the scope too much. You can see I've got a lot of clouds. You guys see that? I'm in Southern California. We've got a lot of clouds. I was hoping the clouds would stay, you know, would not be too bad, but you know, it was nice and clear earlier, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, that's my camera out there. That's my telescope there, the red lights that you're seeing. And it's cloudy. It's cloudy, guys. And feel free to send me a super chat, guys, if you're finding this content valuable and you want me to continue doing more live streams of deep space. And having so much fun. I've gotten to chat with so many of you through these live streams and having a blast with you guys. You know, I know everyone that joins all the time is because they either have these telescopes too, or they are just want to see space. You know, you don't even need to get your own telescope, because that's what I'm here for. But if you'd like, you can check out the link in the description to you know, if you'd like to get this scope. Let's hope these clouds clear, guys. Let's hope these clouds clear. It's dark out there. I'm monitoring the weather now. And anybody that was able to see the aurora borealis that had never seen it before? That had never seen it before, and this was your first time, this last time that it happened on Friday. Particular Friday was the big day. Saturday, there wasn't much activity unless you lived in the northern part, you know, of the US or so. But let me know in the chat if any of you, if this was like your first time. Oh, also guys, keep in mind, while we hope for these clouds to pass, keep in mind that, let me put my telescope view there. You guys can see I have so much clouds. I have so much clouds all of a sudden. Keep in mind, guys, I was going to say about the northern lights that, and I mentioned it as well in the last stream, if you feel that you can't view the northern lights, remember to use your phone, okay? Just use your phone, because your phone can capture what your eyes can't see. So if you use your phone, whether in time-lapse mode, looks like I lost my moon, my live moon, because there's so much clouds. There's my smart telescope outside. That's the camera looking at it. It makes me want to go outside to check, to look up, but it looks like, let's hope we can get the moon back on, guys. The moon is gone because of the clouds. But what I wanted to say is, if you feel that you had gone outside and you couldn't see any northern lights, especially if you live in super light polluted areas, if you turn on your phone and take a picture, your phone will capture what your eyes cannot see. So keep that in mind. Should the northern lights come back in about 2 weeks, as the Space Weather Prediction Center is saying that it might, that it's possible, should the active solar storm region of the sun come back around in 2 weeks, then, you know, keep that in mind, that if you know it's kind of last minute. That stuff was happening so last minute. But have your phone, go out there, and if they're talking about it, if you hear it all over the news or social media that there is that the northern lights are out there, and you go outside and you can't see it, just trust me, take a picture with your phone, and your phone camera, the phone lens will capture what your eyes can't see. Folks, I'm gonna go outside. You're gonna see me out there because I have my camera on my scope right now. I'm gonna see how bad these clouds are. If I don't think they're gonna, I don't know if they're gonna clear within the next few minutes, but let me go outside. I take off my mic and actually let me see. We still have the moon on there. I'll be right back, guys. Stay with me. Okay, guys, thanks for staying with me. It's official. We have way too much. Let me put my mic back on. We have way too much cloud coverage. I'm sorry that we absolutely not see the moon anymore live. If you are just joining, you're wondering what on earth is going on, rewind the live stream right now and go back. We were looking at the moon live, but the clouds have gotten in the way insane, and I really don't think that they're gonna clear. Unfortunately, it is what it is. It is what it is, folks. But, you know, as I was saying, it's very possible that the northern lights could appear again, the aurora borealis. So, and I will be here to keep you guys posted. So check out the community tab, you know, on my channel. I post kind of regularly on there, pretty regularly, I should say, and I'm letting you guys know whenever there's, you know, it's expected that we're going to have these northern lights again. I've been monitoring the Space Weather Prediction Center, NOAA and OAA, and, you know, so stay with me and subscribe. Subscribe too, because that way you can get notifications if you hit the bell button, and that way, you know, you'll know whenever I let everyone else know, or when I'm going to go live stream again to monitor the sun and things like that, so we can hopefully see the northern lights again in about 2 weeks. Let's see what happens. I'm so excited. Yep, but sorry I can't get my moon. It got a lot cloudier quick before than what I expected. I am actually looking at news articles right now on the solar flares and solar storms. See if I can find any more information on what's forecasted or what's expected. And like I said, there's another chance. There could be another chance. Yeah, so from what I'm reading right now, it's been weakening. The northern lights have definitely been weakening, and you know, we're not able to see it unless you live like way up north or like Iceland or something, Alaska. But as of now, it's completely weakened and you really can't see it. But I'm looking at news about it right now. But we don't know, like I was mentioning, we don't know if it's possible that it could come back. That's what we're hoping. That's what we're hoping. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe people in like Miami, Florida were looking at the northern lights. Like, I can't get over that. In the tropics too. If any of you are watching and you're in the tropics, like the Bahamas, Hawaii got a taste of it too. But you know, it's wild. People had never seen that, and they were looking at the northern lights, like, you know, on the beach next to a palm tree. Imagine, like, that is wild stuff, because usually you can only see, you know, the northern lights or aurora borealis like in certain altitudes. So it is so cool. It is so cool. I can't get over the fact that so many people got to see it. Guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream just because we can't get the moon back in view. And it is what it is. That's the weather. That's our weather. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope to join again another live stream pretty soon as we continue monitoring the sun with the northern lights and all of that, bringing you the live sun, the live moon, other deep space objects. If you're interested in what else this telescope can see, feel free to look at the other live streams that I have on this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, this is your first time. And feel free to check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks, everyone.